Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do today. I think we're going to start off with some messages and I'll take it from there. Maybe we'll do an overview. You'll know what I chose to do based on what the title is, right? So just like to welcome back my subscribers. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you. You guys are the best. Thanks for continuing to support the channel. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. And so just letting you know that my readings are meant to provide clarity and focus, and my focus is going to be on, your best interest, even if it's not what you expect to hear. So with that being said, I'm going to let you choose between this labradorite with the purple flash, gotta love that, this lila light, which in this light maybe you can't see how purple it is, but I think you can, and then we've got pyrite. So you can choose however you want to. The flowers on the thumbnail, the timestamps, and this here, the stones, it's up to you. Pause the video if you need more time, and we're going to get started with group 1. So welcome group 1. So if you chose this labradorite, this reading is for you. Okay, we're going to start off with some messages from one of my first messages deck that I ever made. And, we're just going to find out what your person of interest wants to say to you, and then we'll elaborate from there as needed. So think about your person of interest, the one who's on your mind, the one you came to the reading for, and let's just find out, what would they say to you if they had no filter? Okay. Yes or no? Not getting a no, so it must be yes. I hope we can at least be friends. So this could be an ex or somebody from the past, somebody you've had an argument with, a conflict with. Doesn't have to be. What else do we got? You have so much more going for you than you realize. So maybe somebody that feels like you don't entirely know your worth, or if you do know your worth, then they're just backing that up. They're complimenting you on that. But the fact that they're saying, it's more than you realize, is saying that they feel like you got a lot going for you and you just don't realize how much you have going for you. So there's some sort of lack of confidence, self-esteem, or self-awareness in this person's opinion that may have affected the relationship in some way. Or they're just, kind of letting you know that they think that. I got my karma bad for how I treated you. Interesting. So, yeah. So they are saying that they treated you poorly and they got their karma for it. Yeah, let's find out what else is coming through. Again, if this isn't your reading, or it's not resonating, or it's confusing, feel free to choose a different group. But if you're here, there's likely a message for you. So let's see what else comes out. Group 1's person of interest. Those who chose group 1, what else would they say, please? I'm sorry I broke your heart. So this is someone, this is definitely someone who hurt you. Someone who's an ex. Someone who feels like almost, like they've lost hope, but at the very least they, want to be friends. I don't know how some people are friends with their ex, sometimes, not, depending on, where they're at and how badly they were treated, and what the connection's like. That's up to you, but that's what's coming through. And so they're saying they broke your heart. They're sorry about that. This person's very apologetic. I'm sorry for the way things ended up. And one more. I want you to believe in me again. So this person feels like they lost you. This one's also poking out. Not everything's all my fault. I know I use these really bright cards. I mostly did it for myself, and not thinking about the viewer's ability to view them easily. But I just like, I like neon. What can I say? Anyway, that's what they're saying. Not everything's my fault. So that's consistent with the rest of the reading. So this person's saying that they, hope that you guys can still be friends, and you have so much more going for you than you realize, which leads me to believe that maybe you didn't know your worth at that time. I got my karma bad for how I treated you. I'm sorry I broke your heart. I'm sorry for the way things ended up, and I want you to believe in me again, but not everything is my fault. So they're taking accountability. They're not, gonna say that everything was all their fault. And it does take two to tango, let's be honest, right? You know, for some of you, but for very, very few of you, will it be completely one-sided, you know? And that you didn't contribute to what happened at all. But I love my viewers, and so I'm going to go ahead and be on your side. But that means, you know, telling you the truth too, and what's coming through. Some of you, just based on how this person is so apologetic, leads me to believe that, you know, they really screwed up. And they know that. What was the situation between group 1 and this person? Deal breakers. List and adhere to your deal breakers. The universe will support you staying true to you. So it's kind of like what they're saying too. Like maybe some of you bent over backwards for this person. You know, I get a lot of clients like that. They just don't know their worth, and they're lovely people. They can be successful in many different areas, but not in love. And there's a reason for that. They keep being attracted to situations that are not good for them, to people, you know, they're playing out, you know, past patterns and things like that and everything. So this is really emphasizing being true to yourself no matter what. And list and adhere to your deal breaker. So like advising you to list and, you know, maybe there's a deal breaker in the situation, like whoever split up at the time, whoever sabotaged it or called it off, you know, there was some sort of deal breaker which took place. Like maybe somebody cheated, for example. I'm not saying that's the case, but that's just an example of a deal breaker. There were some deal breakers here, and honestly I do feel like this person felt like you presented some sort of deal breaker, like something you said, did, or what they thought about you at that time presented some sort of deal breaker. And so I think, you know, they're kicking themselves now, realizing that that wasn't that big of a deal, it shouldn't have been a deal breaker, or that they were wrong about you. So this person, you know, for some, the ones who broke this relationship, and it sounds like your person did so, at least in part, due to feeling like there was some deal breaker for them that took place. Now, it doesn't only have to be that way. Can it be the other way around? Of course. It's a general reading for a lot of different people. Apply it how it resonates. And if I didn't say so already, if the reading is confusing, it's probably not for you. So choose a different group or a different reader. So with that being said, let's continue and find out more. Let's just find out more here. I guess this is turning into, well, it's kind of a messages reading at this point, but I'll pull some tarot cards or oracle cards just to round it out. Like what else do we need to know? What else does group 1 need to know about this person, the situation? Inspiration, that spark of genius that arises when one is touched by love. Okay, so don't feel like this person was very inspired. You could have been dealing with a water sign, somebody water dominant, or an air sign. I am getting, like, if you were dealing with an air sign in particular, but regardless, you know, trouble opening up due to fear of vulnerability, somebody being hurt. So I think this person hurt themselves as well, and it probably hurt you if they wouldn't open up. I think this person was uninspired at that time, or the relationship itself was just uninspiring. I think this person definitely has a new outlook, a new direction with regard to this, and in their life, I think you've changed them, you've taught them a lesson, or the situation has taught them a lesson. So it could have been, again, remember I said cheating a moment ago, not to trigger anyone, but if you know, you know, then this message is for you, that there could have been another option that they went with, a new option. Somebody they met, and like a new person, you met a new person, something about that's coming through, but not for all of you. But I also get this person feels like you have that spark of genius, and that you really came alive. Like the love that the two of you had really brought out like this spark within each other, and that includes like attraction, physical attraction, but not only that, like deep like and love here. So being inspired by that, but maybe, you know, being inspired by that a little too late. Let's find out about what this person thinks is so great about you, because of course you're great, right? We know that, but they said you have a lot going for you that you don't realize. Like what? Let's find out, like what. Yeah, it's something about your mind, very smart, genius. Your mind is just as sexy as your beauty. I love you. So if you didn't know this person loved you, then that's what they're saying. If this was not to that level, and that relationship didn't get to that level, it's deep like. If you already knew this, maybe this person told you that, you knew this, or you needed validation, then they're just saying that you're beautiful. your mind is sexy. You're beautiful inside and out. It's not just your external beauty, but your mind as well. And they just love that about you. One more card on that. Everything sounds beautiful when it comes out of your lips. Makeup isn't necessary, baby. So liking the way you talk, communicate, the sound of your voice, and feeling like you are absolutely a natural beauty. And this person just really thinks that you're beautiful. And there was something inside of them that told them that you are special and unique. But then, you know, they just didn't follow through on that. Or there was some sort of a deal breaker. So I was going to get you a card from the fairy tale deck. I just want to get all of my decks, you know, like I want to do this, I want to do that, but I do have time constraints. So, I have to at least try to adhere to that to some extent here. And give us another clue on what happened here. And what the viewer needs to know right now about it. Oh, okay, we've got two cards coming out. One in the reverse. I'm getting some of you are singers, or you have just a really nice sounding voice. You could have strong Libra or Taurus in your chart. Anyway, let's look. We've got Tamlin, number 24, Battle. So I'm hearing Pat Benatar's Love is a Battlefield. I feel like this person blew up this relationship, or you did, somebody did, and this is the opinion coming through here. Feeling defensive now with that Queen of Swords energy. Somebody maybe that had been hurt in the past and now is being defensive, or was defensive and sabotaged the situation. For an odd few, this person felt like that was the deal breaker, that you were too guarded. Maybe you had a really rough past in love or in general, and so you had this barbed wire around you. You were being defensive, okay? You were being standoffish. I'm getting like Virgo and air sign energy here, closed off, protecting one's heart. Though that love was there and there's a lot of passion and vitality here, there was also something that was uninspired or felt like just closed off energy here. So somebody was closed off energy. And then we've got the Light Princess, ungrounded. I feel like you were grounded, but you know, some of you weren't. And with the Light Princess, that brings to mind like somebody that's being more lighthearted, more open, more receptive. I'm also feeling like you guys have penetrating eyes, could have strong water in your chart. But either way, there is this feeling of like that's part of the reason that it ended, is somebody just taking things too heavily, somebody just being too heavy, and maybe this person wanted something else, or you did. You wanted a more lighthearted relationship, and this just felt like heavy, and they weren't ready for it. It wasn't exactly what they were looking for at that time, even though you brought a lot of contentment to this person, and vice versa, like especially if you were in a relationship with them. And they could see like your value as a human being, and we've seen that many times over, and the beauty, but they just also felt like that 9 energy, which is a number of like it's going to end at some point, or it's ending, and or it's like wishy-washy, there's something unstable about it, like it's not solid, and or this person still has healing to do. Okay, so let's just grab one more deck here. Okay, 2 more decks. I need 2 more decks. Relationship situation between these two in the past. Juggling, busyness, withdrawal, needing a break, needing a rest, needing to heal. Too much going on. Very positive energy, but a decision to be made between the practical world and perhaps another option, and goals related to that. And getting on one's feet, maybe finances weren't where they needed to be either. There was a lack of stability in the relationship, or at home, or in their lives, or your life as well, that caused a need for healing, and a need for retreat and a break here. So what's the present energy between the two of you? Also, for some of you, it was just going round and round. Maybe you were together sometimes, or on the same page sometimes, other times you weren't. I'm getting this feeling, though, of love, contentment, happiness, and peace when you guys were together. But I'm also getting this feeling of distance And it could be talking about like geographical distance, but definitely distance, emotional distance with that garden energy from Tamlin. And then it's like you guys are missing each other right now. Some of you are really missing each other, and to the point of really like an exaggerated sense of sadness over this, not realizing that there's still potential for love here in this relationship. You might need to ask for help for yourself, or to figure out the relationship, or financial help, but it feels more like you need help finding contentment within yourself, or this person does. Like money and everything is nice, but being too focused on the material world is causing somebody a lot of unhappiness, and so a lot of emptiness. So if, for example, somebody went with somebody else because they had more to offer financially, or in a 3D sense, then they're finding it empty, and they're wanting to come back into union, or just have more of a love, like more love. There's a lack of love here, because I'm hearing that Justin Timberlake song, people crying, do you practice what you preach? Would you turn the other cheek? Mother, help us. We need guidance from above. Maybe have a parent in heaven you can pray to about this, or just for healing and a better love life going forward. But either way, somebody was questioning the love, and they could have been feeling like you were questioning it as well. What is the last message for Group 1? Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moments. Yeah, so to experience love, this separation was necessary, time apart from your partners on the horizon. Because you need to heal. People need to heal here. And need to forgive, need to learn, need to let go. Need to not focus on what was lost in the pain. I know it's hard in the moment, especially if it's fresh, but at some point you really do need to allow like spirit to come in, whether you're praying to God or whoever you believe in, past over loved ones or guides, just to come in and help you. That's another thing that the Five of Pentacles was saying about, reaching out for help. That, not only in the physical sense to real like people on earth, but other people like in heaven and things like that. So in the spirit realm, in heaven, same thing. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. This is what I've got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Stick around for Group 2 if you feel guided to. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Okay, welcome my Lila Light group, Group 2. This reading is for you. We're going to start off with some messages from your person, so go ahead and think about that person. The person you came to the reading for, your love interest. What would they say to Group 2 if they had no filter? Okay, what would Group 2's person say if they had no filter? Okay, I know it's hard, but be patient with me. You challenge me to grow. And I don't know the right words to say to you. This person is feeling challenged. Okay, like the cards say, it's hard. Be patient with me. So maybe this person's older than you, or I'm sorry, younger than you. Some of you, this person's older but less mature, just has more to learn, and they're asking for your patience because you do challenge them to grow. They feel like some areas they need to grow in, and they don't know the right words to say to you. So maybe that's why they're not reaching out. But on the bottom of the deck, it says it's safe for you to make a move towards me. So they're asking you to be the one to reach out. And I know that a lot of people don't like that, but if you feel guided to and you're okay with that, well, just know that if that message is resonating with you, that they're telling you that it is okay for you to be the one to reach out. Again, that's if you want to. All right, I'm feeling guided to a different deck, so let's do that. adjust myself here. Okay, what else would Group 2's person say to Group 2 if they had no filter? Got pink, love, friendship, affection, joy, self-esteem. Got number 14, which reduces to 5, conflict and growth. So we know that growth needs to take place, at least to this person. We've got some Sagittarius energy here as well with the Temperance, an alchemist energy, turning water into wine, so to speak, making things happen, figuring things out with grace. We've got we may be opposites, but if we try, we can make a potent combination. It's possible we'll end up together. So we may be opposites, but if we try, we can make a potent combination. It's possible we'll end up together. So they're not ruling that out. Maybe you have for some, but why are you at the reading then? Now I feel like you love this person or have a deep like and affection for this person. This could be a friend from the past, somebody like that, an ex, but not for all of you. And it says, yeah, for some of you it's newer, but you still have a deep like for this person. And they're just saying that they feel like this has potential still. You make me feel so supported and loved. What did I say about love? And I am completely romantically fulfilled. For those in a relationship with this person, they do love you. You're helping them to grow. They feel like they need patience in order to do that. They need your patience. Some of you, when they talk about, it's safe for you to make a move, maybe they want you to initiate the physical aspects, or just letting you know that it is safe for you to do what you need to do, like within the relationship, for those in a relationship. And sometimes they just don't know what to say to you. This one's also coming out, so it can be some insecurity here. An underdeveloped or weak solar plexus, which is about self-esteem. But either way, I've endured such trying times with you, and I have not given up yet. Okay, we've got your guides. They're wanting you to pray to them. They're wanting you to acknowledge them. They're letting you know that they're here with you. They're giving you some encouragement, because this card is talking about difficulty, 9 of Wands energy of enduring trying times. So that's for those who have endured trying times with this person. We've got, you're everything I want in a partner. I'm open to starting a family with you. So this person could be someone with whom you share a child, but doesn't have to be. Or like the card says, simply put, that they're open to starting a family with you, or just sharing their family with you, whatever the case may be. At the very least, they are looking at you as their ideal partner. They're wanting to be, your spouse or your wife, your husband. They can see that happening. For some of you, they can see that happening in the more distant future, but they can see that happening nonetheless. I realize I have trouble keeping this in the frame, but that's okay. Okay, tell us more. What else does Group 2 need to know here? More 9 of Wands energy. We've got fermentation, stagnation, worthlessness. That's what I was talking about. Somebody's being very insecure, especially if this is a newer connection or it hasn't grown much. So things have stagnated, right? So I'm getting Hanged Man energy, and then fermentation though is about letting something kind of fermentate, right? It's not like nothing is happening, but it's just happening really slow, and it may look like nothing is happening. So that's coming out as well. And let's get you a tarot card. Things are happening behind the scenes, especially for my manifestors. We're all manifesting all the time, regardless if you want to or not. It's better to take control of that. And my conscious manifestors will know that, things are happening behind the scenes. When you set your intentions, when you affirm, when you live from the end, and when you believe in yourself, then, things are happening behind the scenes until they come to fruition, until they harden into fact and 3D reality. So I feel guided to say that as well for those who know about such things. And for the rest of you, we're going to go ahead and find out more about your situation. The Sun, it looks like you guys made each other very, very happy. And it feels like this is or was a golden opportunity. And some of you, I'm getting like we're like Icarus you flew too close to the sun and got burned. That's what's coming through. Or maybe this person felt that way as well. So if somebody's not used to being happy, then they can feel like that sun energy is overwhelming. But this is about a lot of happiness, joyful times, feeling like things are going to work out beautifully, having like a successful relationship, or just really enjoying each other's company a lot. That's the most positive card in the deck. So what is the present energy between the two of them? Again, with that early stages, early days, Ace of Cups energy. So regardless of how long it's been, it could be a newer relationship, but it's going to feel like a newer relationship or have an emotional new beginning here. Somebody could have a little girl with this person if they don't already. Doesn't have to, but this person is like, this is on the verge of happening, if it hasn't happened already, a new beginning, because there's still a lot of emotions between the two of you. And for those in a relationship, it can indicate a proposal or marriage, which we already saw this person thinks of you as their perfect ideal partner, regardless. And so this could be true even if you are in separation. That matches that Ten of Cups energy. If I feel so romantically fulfilled, even if things aren't growing, they're maybe stagnating. You know, they say about comfort zones, once you're in the comfort zone, you know, things can stagnate. So things need to get moving. So they're saying like, you can make a move, you can do something else. Maybe you feel like you're doing that already, but that's what's coming through. And they feel like, you know, there's some ways in which they don't know how to handle the situation very well, but yet the love and the care and the potential is really here. I'm seeing transformation, I'm seeing changes, I'm seeing one door closing so another one can open. Somebody can be a Scorpio or have that strong in their chart. Getting that too. Be born in the year of the boar as well. Could do that. And I am really getting communication here. That's an important factor here. You guys need to communicate better if you're in a relationship. If you already communicate, great, cool. That means, you know, that's being validated is a good thing. If you're in separation, communication needs to take place. For some of you, you're going to be the ones to reach out because this person doesn't know what to say. Others of you, maybe this person will reach out in time. They say that in time they think that maybe this can work out. But tell us more about the situation between group 2 and their person. We've got Thumbelina, expectations. Yeah, see how she's shy there? And then underneath, back of deck energy is Vasilisa the Brave, courage. So there's this need to have courage here. Some of you could be, again, trying to manifest this person, doing different techniques in order to do that. But either way, one thing that remains unchanged, change is taking place, but one thing remains unchanged, that somebody here is like quite insecure or just a bit shy. If not insecure, just a bit shy. Okay. This is somebody that likes consistency. So you could be dealing with an earth sign. You could be an earth sign yourself. Somebody here likes consistency, but you know what happens with consistency and comfort zones, like I said a moment ago, you know, sometimes nothing grows there. It stagnates. Stagnation, things stop moving forward. So change is needed. A lot of earth signs don't really embrace change. They don't really love it. But that's what's needed. And I do feel like this resonates for your person more than anything. They could be stubborn, or they're just needing to grow more, and you're challenging them to grow. Now, comfort zone is not a terribly bad thing because the environment needs to be right. Like if a flower is not blooming, it's because the conditions aren't right. So something's needing to change. So change is a good thing. And in the story of Thumbelina, she undergoes like an entire adventure, even though she's not prepared for it at all. So, you know, maybe somebody out there is inexperienced or younger, but regardless, they have that energy and they're about to go on a wild ride. This relationship's a wild ride. It's challenging, but at the same time, it's something that ultimately is going to end up, you know, with a happily ever after, or just getting to a much happier place, or a much happier place again, because the sun was in the past energy, and so her story ends happily, but not before going through a lot of trials, tribulations, and being challenged and needing to come out of her shell and stand up for herself. So it feels like that's one of the changes that's taking place here for group 2, to get out of that passive energy. Again, it has to do with loving oneself first. Some of you will need to stand up for yourself more to this person, or make the effort, especially if you're the masculine watching. Of course, feminines can make the effort too if you feel like, you're not the one making the effort, or, if you're resonating with these messages, because it can be vice versa. It's general reading, but I feel like it's, more what I've said and how I've read it so far. And one more message for group 2 regarding the situation, please. Okay, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So if you were wondering, this is your soulmate. But just because somebody is your soulmate doesn't mean that you should ignore red flags or ignore differences or let them get away with anything. And I'm not saying that you do. I'm saying that with soulmate energy, I just think that's something that we need to keep in mind, because when we find out sometimes, especially people that are less experienced or on the younger side, but even older people at times, like they think, oh, okay, this person's my soulmate. I get that question a lot. Is this person my soulmate? Well, yes, they are. But sometimes the reading will be like, it will take a left turn and it won't end up the way that they want it to. And it's like, I thought this person was my soulmate. It's like, well, a soulmate can be a soulmate and still not be a forever person. Your person said that they think you could more than likely end up together, but it's going to take courage and coming out of one shell and doing things differently and allowing change to take place. But if you were wondering what this person thought, they feel it too, and so this is a soulmate for you. This is what I've got for you, group 2. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and help to keep it going. There is that $1 for 5 minutes on Keen linked down below, or if you'd like a private video recorded reading from me, that is also linked down below. And I will talk to you guys next time. Stick around for group 2 if you feel guided to. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Welcome, group 3. If you chose Pyrite, this reading is for you. So go ahead and think about your person of interest, the one that you came to the reading for. We'll grab some messages from this person real quick. What would this person say to group 3? Everyone who chose group 3. What would their person say if they had no filter? What would group 3's person say if they had no filter? For some of you, I'm feeling like this person feels sure about you. Sure about what? We'll find out. Hopefully it's a good thing. They're feeling sure about you, optimistic. What would this person say? I should have chosen you. Okay, they're sure about the fact that they should have chosen you. Okay, feeling a lot of warmth, energy, and drive, confidence towards you. Like they're confident about the fact, like they should have chosen you. So, the obvious interpretation here is that they chose someone else over you, but it doesn't need to be another person. You would know that if that's the case. You should sense that if that's the case. This is about like another path in life. Okay, doing something else. Like it could be, I'm getting that scene from Family Man with Nicolas Cage, where he chooses like his career and his goals and his ambitions above his love, and then he gets the opportunity to see what it would have been like had he become a family man, had he married his love, right? And he would have become a family man, but he wouldn't have achieved his goals. So it's kind of like a comparison. This person realizes that their life is emptier and or not as happy because they didn't choose you, and they're sure about that. What else would this person say to the viewer if they had no filter? Somebody could be orange. Somebody's favorite color could be orange, or you guys like oranges or oranges, and your person could. But this card is saying you should have more self-confidence and stop doubting yourself. So that kind of resonates with group 2. So if you were also drawn to group 2, maybe watch that as well. But maybe that's why. Maybe this person felt like you didn't have enough self-confidence toward them or toward love or your ability to receive love and have that relationship. Like something about this confidence, lacking in this confidence. A lot of people, behave that way, feel that way, lack belief in themselves. I mean, it's more rare to have somebody with true confidence, not false confidence, but true confidence. It's more rare to find that in people, and everyone finds confidence sexy in a partner. So if that doesn't resonate, cool, that's not your message for somebody, it's for somebody else. But those that are out there, that does resonate, okay? And can it be talking about this person is the one that was lacking confidence and doubt in themselves? Of course, it can mean that as well if that resonates more. But let's see what else comes out. What else would this person say? We've got, I'm making the effort to become the person you deserve. So they realize that there are ways in which they need to change, ways in which they need to grow. Like even I'm getting, if you guys never end up together, and if you're split, never end up getting back together, or if things run their course at some point, they're still going to always think about you in terms of, like, you're going to be in the back of their mind, even if you're not on in the forefront of their mind, but you're always going to be in the back of their mind as one of those people that they're trying to prove something to, or one of those people that if they're unsure about what path to take in life or what decision to make or who to be, how to show up, then they're going to think of you. Like, you're going to be in the back of their mind as, what would group 3 do? What would group 3 prefer? What would group 3 say? What would group 3 value? That kind of thing. Like, some people do that with like friends, family members, mentors, teachers, readers, like anybody that's made a meaningful impact on them that they admire or cared about. And this person's going to do that with you. So, and some of you, they will just make the effort towards you, and that will improve the relationship as well. Then we've got, it turns me on when you love and accept yourself first. So this is really talking about this lack of confidence, okay? Feeling like you didn't love and accept yourself first. That's always the key. That's the key to everything in life, loving and accepting yourself first, because then you realize, what you're worth, and that's attracted to you. You manifest that. You embody the version of you that has your desires. And the version of you that has their desires is somebody that loves and accepts themselves first. Like, if you have your desire and everything that you want, you got the dream relationship, the dream home, the dream career, the dream bank account, guess what? You're feeling pretty good about yourself. You're, more likely than not, you're going to be feeling pretty great about yourself. I think that's something that it just happens naturally. So anyway, this person is feeling like that, that there was a lack of confidence, a lack of self-love here. And if you are needing to reconcile with this person or wanting that, trust me, we will reconcile at the bottom of the deck for those in separation. If you are in an argument, reconciliation can mean, making up. Kissing and making up, right? What else would this person say if they had no filter? What else would this person say to group 3 if they had no filter? It's this little hard to shuffle deck. Come on, you. And you're so high maintenance, it's too much effort to win you over. Really. Somebody could be Virgo, have that strong in their chart. Also, somebody could be born in the year of the rooster. Somebody could be born in the year of the dog. Somebody could be an Aquarius or an air sign. Somebody could be born and have an 8 life path, be born on the 17th or the 8th of a month, or the month of August, so Leo energy. Leo Virgo cusp is coming through. So for those who know those energies, it will give a deeper meaning to that message. But either way, that's what I said. Remember a moment ago I talked about, false pride. There's a difference between real pride and false pride, or real confidence and false confidence. I feel like regardless if it's you or not, remember this is coming from your person, so don't shoot the messenger, but regardless, like somebody out there watching, maybe always took a lot of time on their hair, their makeup, their getting their nails done, their clothes, wearing name brands, or their appearance, or looking a certain way, or just maybe none of that applies, but they just were high maintenance in the way that they behaved and in their expectations. Or maybe you're not high maintenance, but to this person you were high maintenance because it wasn't a good fit, right? So it was hard for this person, in other words, for whatever reasons. And maybe that's what led them, you know, to choose somebody else. But we'll find out what else comes out in the reading to make more sense of that. But they are seeing you, like, your high maintenance-ness goes along with, you know, they're making an effort to be the person that you deserve, like I said, because, you know, you're always going to be in the back of their mind. Like, say you kept a really tidy house, for example, and they were messier than that. So when they're cleaning the house, sometimes when they're like, oh, that's good enough, then they'll think, you know, oh, would group 3 think it was good enough? You know, just for example, that kind of thing. And yes, so validation, that is the correct interpretation. Yes, this person cares about you, has feelings for you. I don't feel like they mean to criticize. Maybe they've said such things to you, maybe they haven't. Yeah. Okay, anyway. We've got, I'm determined to give generously to you, even putting your needs above mine, no matter how hard it is. So I feel like this is more talking about, like, they felt at some point that you were, you know, too much effort to win over. And again, they're realizing, like, that's not the case anymore. They've, you know, thought about it differently. Maybe they were too logical of a thinker, too rigid of a thinker, and they looked at things from a different angle, more creatively. I feel like some of them tapped into their feminine energy a little bit more, those who were unbalanced and too much in the masculine energy, because we all have both masculine and feminine in us. This person feels like they came around, and, like, now they're like, yeah, group 3 is worth the effort, even if it's over, it's been over, because Wheel of Fortune, things are turning around for the better, and they feel like a shift, right? Maybe they go round and round about this, but ultimately the general trend is things are improving. And the card says, you bring the unexpected, and even if we ebb and flow a lot in this relationship, I love it. One more card from this deck. I feel like you're opening up this person's heart you have. We've got Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're making them want to be more like the Knight of Pentacles. Earth sign energy, slow and steady wins the race. The only knight that becomes a king. Okay? The one to give the shirt off the back. So yes, I'm slow to make a move, but once I do, I'm the most loyal and solid partner. Trust me, I'm worth it. So this person certainly knows their worth, and they do want to show up for you in a way that they can really treat you well. They can, you know, show you off, and they want everybody to know, you know, that you're together. Like, if they can't show up in that way for you, as that person, if they can't embody that energy towards you, then they would rather wait. They'd rather go really slow and take their sweet time, because they want to be someone that can, you know, really do it right. Okay? But they do feel like there's a shift happening here for the better. All right, tell us more. What else does group 3 need to know right now? What else does group 3 need to know about this connection right now? So we've got 10 of Cups. That's what 10 of Hearts is. These meanings don't match the cards, okay? That was by design, but either way. And then we've got the Jack of Diamonds, which is similar to the Page and Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles energy coming out again at the bottom of the deck. So what it's saying is feeling isolation, loneliness, desperation, unending sadness. So feeling unhappy with that 10 of Cups. So on the outside, things could look great. They could have a family. They could have a nice home. Maybe you have that with this person, for those that are having a difficult time in an actual relationship. But there is a sense of isolation. I do feel like it's for those, it's more so for those where this person chose another path in life than you. And like I said before, maybe that looked good on the outside, but now they're lonely and they're just feeling sad. And if they don't have like the happily ever after 10 of Cups energy of emotional fulfillment, the happy family, that vibe, then they're missing that. They're feeling alone. They're feeling lonely for that. But you know, patience is a virtue. They're having patience, they're learning to wait, and all things happen in the right time and place. So that's kind of like their whole attitude about things here. If they didn't have that attitude before, whoever this reading is for, this person is having that attitude now. It's a change with the Wheel of Fortune, which is a card all about change. Now, I'm intending the best for you guys, like I said at the beginning. And hopefully this person really is going to show up, or is showing up in the way that you want them to. But these are the reading. this is a reading based on their messages if they had no filter. So what else? And I just stopped on the Two of Cups, saying like mutual feelings, love. But yeah, there is still always that that wild card energy, right? Wheel of Fortune, that unknown, right? That is happening here. And it happens in life in general, in any life area. See, we've got this awakening energy here with the Judgment, getting clarity, making a decision, seeing the writing on the wall, coming back or having a new beginning based on making the decision and based on being redeemed. Being redeemed. If this person misjudged you, you know, then they're redeeming you, so to speak, or the relationship itself is being redeemed. And then we have number 13, which is the Death card. Yeah, change, absolute ending to begin again. Okay, somebody not being happy, and that lack of happiness is ending. There's transformation taking place, and you know, whatever ending, however rough it's been, you know, if it's been rough, that has opened the door to a happier future. So, you know, I'm hearing all good things come to an end, but they're also making way for better days ahead as well. Because, you know, after the Death card comes Temperance, which is about balance, harmony, patience, self-control, moderation. It's about chemistry. It's about alchemy and changing something into something better and figuring it out. So we're seeing that coming if it hasn't come already. That's the energy that is incoming. Let's get one more message for you guys, what you need to hear right now. For some of you, that other path in life had to do with religion and or the spiritual lessons that needed to take place first, that you both need to learn, and like spiritual contract, if there is such a thing. So something along those lines is coming through. And what's the final message for group 3 about this? We got release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Okay, so somebody's needing to release their ex. Maybe they hadn't released their ex at the time you were together. If you guys are still together, maybe you haven't, you know, released your ex. There's something about this coming through here. The time has come to clear your energy. So I was feeling that some of you watching this were like, well, you know, I don't want to be with this person. I'm just watching this because I'm curious. This is telling you how to release your ex. Write them a letter. Tell them everything that upsets you, what you really want to say, and then burn that letter. It is a releasing ritual, right? That's a way to symbolically let go of this person and let your subconscious know that, you know, I'm letting go of this person. Now, if you don't want to release this person, for a lot of you, you do not with back deck energy, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. You have those feelings, and you both do. Two of Cups earlier also supports that. So those feelings are real and worth exploring. So that's what's coming through. Cards are saying that, you know, maybe you don't think they are, and if you don't, cool, follow your own advice, your own feeling on it. But there is something left to be explored here. That being said, the release your ex is asking you, like, the version of them that mistreated you, or that didn't value enough, that didn't put enough effort towards you, or whatever the case may be. You know, and if there is an ex, then actually, obviously, release that ex. But if we're talking about your person, then, you know, you want to write down all the things that about them that you don't prefer, and even the ways that you show up in the relationship that you don't prefer, and just the relationship itself, like, what don't I prefer about this, you know? And then you write that down and like burn it in like a fire safe place. Obviously, you could even just rip it up, throw it in the trash after you write it all out, and just get it off your chest, get it off your mind and off your heart. And that's a way that you can clear your energy, because your energy is going to be clear. It's being cleared right now with the Death card, which is about transformation, change. It's coming. And so to fully release this person, so that if they do come back around, or the relationship does continue, that old version of them is gone. And after you do this, you want to write down in script, you know, everything that you like about this person, everything that you want from this person, like how you want want to show up and what kind of partner you want to be and what kind of happily ever after you want to have. What kind of relationship do you want to have? Like really, what do you prefer in that? So it's really about getting very clear about that so that the universe can bring it to you. So this is what I've got for you, group 3. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit the like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and help to keep it going. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below in the description box, as is that $1 for 5 minutes on Keen. And I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching.